Hello, best friends. Hello. I am here again with a lot of deliciousness on my plate. Before I say what I have, go ahead and do your best friend a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified of new videos that come to YouTube. I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied, but that's what's happening today. I have some broccoli here, some carrots. I have, what would you call these? Like beef sticks, turkey, yeah, kind of a thing. And I have cheese, and I have tomatoes here, and I have ranch as a dipping sauce, and I have me something to drink to the side. Best friends. Oh my goodness, this looks so delicious. I'm looking at it through the camera and it looks so good. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. I do have a story time for you guys. Take this off. I do have a story time for you guys. I think I'm going to talk about the hell date one first. Where do I begin? Oh, let's say grace before we get into the story time. Please, God, bless over our food as we eat. Can you please let our food be nutritious and healthy to our bodies? We are thankful, grateful for this food you have given us today. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. Okay, so... So, it was this woman. She was with her man for a long time, and she decided, what's her name? I don't know her name. We're going to give her a name. We're going to say Sarah. Sarah was she had got out of a relationship and for 5 years. It's been 5 years. And she decided to date again. And she got online and decided to search for a guy that she wanted to date. So she did that. And he seemed like the dream perfect guy. And he came over to her house. Yeah, but later on, after they started going back and forth for texting. Yeah. And let's mention that she do have a daughter that's disabled. But as the time went on, they was texting back and forth. They got comfortable with each other and decided to meet up with each other. And on his way over there on that night, his car wouldn't start. Mm-hmm. And so he had to call a friend. And when he called that friend really didn't want to do it. But he offered him some money. And that wasn't good enough, so he told him that he have a lady friend for him too. So he was accepting to it, so he went over there and with him. He gave him the number and decided to go in the house. I did mention that his car wouldn't start, right? Yeah, his car wouldn't start. No. His car wouldn't start. Okay, so his friend took him over there and left him in the car and with a number. And he tried to call the number, and his friend basically gave him a faulty number while he was in there getting some alone time with Sarah. Now, they was pouring them up some wine. They was getting relaxed and comfortable. They was feeling each other. And they start kissing, and the daughter was asleep in the back room, though. Mm-hmm. And then,
Sarah wanted to slow it down, said.
Oh, yeah. He started kissing on her. And they started, they was... Making out. And then, as that was happening, in the mix of that, she pushed him away. And it was like, no, I think it's best for you to leave, because she didn't want her daughter to see him there the next day. Right. So he said that he don't have a problem with leaving. He's gonna walk to the store, call his friend, and the same friend that he gave a faulty number to. And then it was fine. So she went to sleep, and he decided to come back. He came back to her house and came to her room. He was standing over her, and he sliced her chest like that.
Told her to be quiet.
Told her to be quiet. Told her to get up, take off all your clothes. And she said that, you know, if you want to have sex, it's fine. We can have sex, because she was afraid that he was going to hurt her daughter. So he said, no, I don't want none of that. I want to take everything from you. So he made her undress. I took her
downstairs.
Took her by the front door. And I had no downstairs.
She did.
Oh, she did. Oh, I didn't see that part.
Upstairs, yeah.
Oh, that carrot and that meat is good together.
Yeah.
So you took her by the front door, and she asked, can she grab her shoes?
Back up.
You know, just testing the waters to see if he, you know, he had feelings, basically.
Also, it was cold in Connecticut.
Yeah, it was cold. It was cold there. So he took her outside naked, and she said she didn't feel, she wasn't worried about no cold air, no nothing, because of the situation that was going on. And he opened up the trunk, and he told her to get in. She was hesitant. She didn't really want to get in, but she did. And he taped her mouth and taped her hands together.
Closed the trunk down.
And closed the trunk. And he went back in her house and back and forth, doing stuff.
Robbing her.
Basically robbing her. Even took the baby Christmas gifts. And then, you know, she was hoping that her neighbor would hear her screams in the trunk, because they go out, you know, to go to work at a certain time. But she heard footsteps, hoping that was her neighbor. But it was actually her date from hell. And this coming from hell date, right?
Dates from hell, not hell date. Dates.
Dates from hell.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Well, it's coming from dates from hell. So he told her, like, if she screamed, that he would harm her. He would hurt her. So she was hoping that was her neighbor coming up there, up to the trunk. But it was actually, her date. And he now while she in the trunk, she took the tape off her mouth, even though her hands was tied. She took the tape off her mouth by pushing her tongue, like pushing the tape off her mouth. He opened the trunk and he taped her head. She said it felt like 30 times with the mouth.
Sliced her ass cheek.
That's after that. He taped her arm somewhere. He taped her mouth around and around and around, and then he told her to turn over.
Oh yeah.
And then he sliced her butt.
So she was screaming
down.
Both legs. Yeah, you're right. Crazy.
And then so he got in the car and then decided to pull off and drive. And he asked her as he was driving, "Are you okay back there?
Warm enough, yeah.
Are you warm? Are you warm?" And try to like keep in communication with her. And he stopped and he opened the trunk and
That's the goods, man. When it's stashed the items.
He stashed the items somewhere?
Yeah. When it's stashed the items, then and kind of go over.
He stashed the item somewhere. And then drove off and then opened the trunk. And she asked for a cigarette. And he gave her 2 cigarettes. And he told her to get up and get out of the trunk and put on his jacket. And what he do? Throw her back in the driver's seat? Yeah, she drove back off. Yeah, he put her in the driver's seat. And she drove off and she was rushing towards her house.
Check on her baby.
To check on her baby. And then she got there, her baby was sitting on the couch waiting for her. And she said, "Did you forget about me?" You didn't hear that part, did you?
Yeah, I heard that part. Yeah.
Yeah. I told her no. But they got dressed and went down there to the police station and they found him within what?
A family hours. Didn't take that long.
About a few hours.
Yeah, I think they found him kind of quick.
And I found the baby Christmas gifts. And then decided to wrap them up for her because they was unwrapped.
He got 10 years. Man.
Oh, did he get 10 years?
Yeah.
You got 10 years.
Like I said, aggravated burglary, robbery. We did all that to rob her. That was, the whole thing was to rob her, I guess.
It's not even, like, no reason for him. It was no point.
Take our clothes off and all that stuff.
He didn't do nothing. Like, there was no meaning behind it.
But he tried to get to the house so bad. He got a ride.
He got a ride to her house after his car broke down. It wasn't meant for him to go because his car broke down. And he gonna call his friend and get a ride from him. Crazy.
Like, just to go around. I guess over the period of talking, she might have said she had such and such. And he might have been casing the house out because they was chatting for months before she felt comfortable enough to have him over to the house. So he must have been scoping the house out and found she had a kid with a disability. Maybe he thought there was money coming in with the kid. Yeah, that's when he started showing up. He started showing concern about the baby. That's what made her let the guard down. Oh, he asked about my baby, who's.
Oh no! He had a child.
He told her.
Yeah, he had a daughter. He said he had a daughter.
He told her he didn't have nothing.
Oh well.
He told her he had a.
And she like, oh, he must be caring. He must be a good father.
Yeah. And he asked him about the baby. And let her guard down. You know. He found what she liked and he played on what she liked. You know, by a conversation. So be careful what you tell people sometimes. Getting a blueprint to your life.
First of all, be careful who you meet offline.
And how much.
Because it's a lot of situations, it's a lot of stories like that.
Yeah.
That ain't the only story that we heard.
Because you basically
offline.
Basically telling them what you like and what you don't like, and then they become what you like. You know,
you're giving them the outline of how they should be.
The blueprint. Okay, this is what I need, want, and then they become that.
So let's get on Carlita.
Yeah, the Carlita White story. Yeah.
Carlita White story.
Baby kidnapping.
It's a baby kidnapping.
Happened back in the 87.
Um,
in the 80s, back in the 80s, wasn't it? Happened in the 80s, yeah.
It happened in the 80s.
The last story was in 2000s. This happened in the 80s.
I
I think 2000s, I think.
Okay. Okay, so it's a woman named Joy White.
She was a teenage girl then, 16 years old.
Oh, that's the biological mother is Joy White. They had a baby. They was young. They was teenagers. Her and her boyfriend had a baby, and they took the baby back home. The baby ended up running a fever.
About 19 days? 19 days old.
Yeah, the baby was still young, so they had to take the baby back to the hospital. And the mama, Joy, was a little bit exhausted from, you know, the baby whining and crying, and she had to run the baby back to the hospital. She was a little bit exhausted.
16. Yeah.
She was 16.
Yeah.
And so it was she was sitting in the lobby while the baby was in the hospital room, and she was crying, and she said, don't, the woman told her, don't cry.
Yeah.
She looked to seem to be working for the hospital, and she said, don't cry. It's fine, you could go home. You can go home. We'll watch over the baby while you get some rest. We know how it could be. You know, we'll be here watching over your baby. And she said, okay, she agreed that she'll go home. And she said, don't cry for the baby. What'd she say? Don't cry for the baby. You don't cry for the baby. No, the baby don't cry for you. You'll cry for the baby. Or something like that. That kind of saying. It was something like that. She told her. And then
so she went home.
She went home, and she got a phone call that her baby wasn't there anymore.
She went home and she went home and she woke up late and then realized she went to go.
They called her mom. They called their mom. They realized they told her that the baby wasn't there, and then she told Joy to come here, hurry up. They said the baby is not at the hospital.
Detectives came to the door, they said.
Yeah, and then...
That's how they found out. Detectives came to the door, the mom. The 16-year-old.
I thought I seen the grandma on the phone.
No, the grandma said detectives knocked on the door, and she said, what, is baby dead?
Yeah,
no,
well...
It's missing.
Is the baby dead? No, the baby is missing. This woman had this baby for a long time. She raised this baby as if it was hers. She didn't do no harm to the baby. She just couldn't have her own baby. So she wanted to have a baby by this guy so bad, but she wasn't able to. So she decided to kidnap somebody else's baby, and she raised this baby. She made her family thought that this was her baby. She left. She pretended like she was pregnant, and then she came back with a baby after the fact. And she raised this baby on up to when? Like 16? Till she got pregnant. To the little girl, to the little teen. She had grew into a teen. And she ended up getting pregnant. Or whatever. I mean, they said she had cousins up galore, up and down the street. You know, like back in the day when you just play around with your cousins. You go around the block, you see your cousins. It was like that kind of situation. And they enjoyed their family. It was family oriented, she said. And she did not doubt that this woman wasn't her mom. And she said maybe she just looked like her dad. The dad never came around, so she wouldn't know how he looked. So it was okay until she asked for that birth certificate when she got pregnant, when the young teen got pregnant, and she needed to go and get some insurance. And when she did go and get some insurance, prior to go and get some insurance, she needed a birth certificate. And she asked her mom, her supposed to be mom, I need my birth certificate to get some insurance. And she said, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Kept on stalling. And Carlina, which was known as Nettie, was a little frustrated because she didn't get what she needed. So she went and started searching for the birth certificate in her mama's drawer, and she got the birth certificate and then took it down there, tried to get some insurance, and they told her she better leave before they call the police. And then she said, I just want some insurance, you know, I'm pregnant, this and that and other. And she said no. They said no, this is illegal. This birth certificate is illegal. It's not real. And you better leave before you get in trouble. That's when she knew it was a problem. So she went to her mom and asked her, what is this? What y'all, why is he saying that this birth certificate is fake? And she said, as she kept on questioning her and asking her or whatever, the supposed to be mom got impatient and said, well, your mama was a crackhead. Your mama didn't want you no more. She laid you on the porch and I took you in. She gave it you to me or whatever. And then I'm asking, like, what's her mom's name? Trying to figure out, trying to find out what's her mom's name. And she would never say. So, until she started doing some search herself, you know, got online and tried to search, you know, who's her real mom.
Meanwhile,
she was calling places too. And meanwhile, she was calling places. She was calling the detectives and trying to see.
Yeah, and the parents was in the media. Trying to get it going.
The real parents was in the media, crying, trying to figure out where they baby at since day one. There was no leads.
They had a bunch of codes.
Carlita, which is Natty, did her search and really found her parents.
She found them?
Yeah. She called the detective. She looked online. She did some type of baby comparison. They did some type of baby comparison. And her now, and they merged them together. And it was like, oh my God, this is the baby that been missing.
Because she did call and say she believed she had.
The auntie was with her. The supposed to be auntie. That's the sister of the kidnapper. She said, well, maybe. What'd she say? Well, maybe she lost
information on a missing child. She said, maybe she's missing.
Yeah. She said, I got the real person said, I got information on the missing baby. And then she said, well, maybe she missing. The kidnapper auntie. Because, you know, you knew this person since a baby and you know that this is your niece. She don't want to believe that this couldn't be her niece. So, when they did that baby, merged the pictures together with her now and the baby picture, it checked out to be her. But the real parents did file a lawsuit for $750,000. And they opened up a fund for Carlita, which is, they called her Natty. I opened up a fund, but eventually they had to use that money.
They supposed to use some, they put some money aside for her out of $750.
But they used her money.
They must have used theirs too.
Yeah, they used it all. They said about their house was about to close, something like that.
They broke up, and I guess
they didn't split the money that way after they broke up. No, and let me say this: they stopped talking after their baby got kidnapped. They split parts because they couldn't take it or whatever.
They sued when they already broke up.
But yeah, they sued, but they was already broken up.
So they probably got three.
But Carlina wanted to know where that money was at.
Yeah.
And they said, her mother said, baby, we had to spend it. We had to use it. Yeah. And she was so upset or whatever. She said, did y'all even care about me? Like, you know.
Because of the money. But they did care because they lived for her. Crazy.
But, you know, she couldn't detach herself from her real, not her real parents, her adopter.
The family that she was raised with.
She couldn't detach herself from the parents that she was raised with.
The family, really the cousins and stuff.
Yeah. She couldn't detach herself.
That's who kept her, the cousins and stuff.
So, she stopped talking to her, I'm missing a big gap.
There you are.
She met her parents, her real parents, and she took her daughter along with her. Now her daughter is about 7 years old at this point.
Cause she's like 25, something.
Yeah, she had finally met her parents, and about 7 years later, they met then she went to the real parent, her real mom and dad home. Well, her real mom home, and dad was there. And they came outside and hugged her, got the baby. Oh, the 7-year-old hugged her, and they went in the house. But that only lasted for so long because she started to really like miss her other side of her people that really raised her.
She wasn't, yeah, she had no kind of attachment with them.
She didn't have no type of connections.
Yeah.
She didn't have no type of connections with the people that didn't raise her.
Her real parents.
Her real parents, sorry.
Blood parents, yeah.
So she couldn't just disown the people that did raise her. So she's not connected. So they don't really got too much of a relationship with each other as much.
They drifted apart. They probably not talking now.
They probably still not talking. Who knows? But that's that Carlita White story.
She said I was raised different, so.
Yeah, she said she was raised different. You know, her family is very oriented. Oriented.
Sorry. They more like.
It was family.
They more like street people. They more like had fun, bangles, everything. Stuff. I think her mom was more reserved. You know, cause her grandma was strict. Was more strict. I remember. She had 16. She got pregnant and had the girl. So her mom was a little more strict about this and that. And it don't like it was a bunch of cousins involved neither in that family. The other family had all them cousins and relatives her age she bonded with, and it's hard to break them bonds. So that goes to show you, people, if somebody is your kid, if somebody take them, they could have them.
Somebody take them?
They could be theirs. Man,
it's just like you ain't even their parent no more.
Right, so they're like, you gonna always know your daddy and mama. No, you depending on when they get them. That little, it's hard to break it. But if they got like she was a teenager or something, it'd been different. Or 12, 11.
It was crazy. Right. Imagine somebody taking your child. You finally got your child. You finally got your child, and then the child like disowning you because they not comfortable around you because they're not used to you. Yeah. They don't know nothing about you. So it's just like taking you from the heat and putting you right there out there in the cold in the blizzard.
And you've been fighting for this child. You carried her 9 months. You've been fighting for her.
And you're thinking about her every day.
You're going through all
crying and waking up out your sleep.
And all of a sudden you get her and she like.
And your child like, what you crying for? I got a whole nother family.
Who is you? Where the money at?
It's a bad situation, but
yeah, they found her, but they still lost her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they lost her. They did. They lost her.
Yeah, found her but lost her. Found her.
Imagine carrying your baby for 9 months and then you never see that baby again.
She about 25. She about 25. I think they found her.
Yeah, she was about in her 20s.
Because
the baby was like 7 years old. She had a baby, so her baby was like 7 years old.
She said, I'm grown, so it's really, I was raised different. I don't.
Yeah.
Y'all strangers. Oh, stranger. This lady who stole the baby did all this. That'll make you. Baby, you had her more. You took all these years from me.
She probably still in jail.
I want to see it. Let me see.
She probably still in jail. Who knows? They arrested her or whatever, and she explained why she did it.
But then tell them she had a baby after that. She had an 8-year-old son.
Oh yeah, she had when Carlita White was 11. She had a baby.
No, tell them about the mama.
The mama, the one that
They stole the baby.
The one that stole the baby had an 8-year-old. No, she had. I can't talk with food in my mouth. She had a baby when Carlita was 11 years old. And she thought she could have kids. It was just not her time to have kids at that time. But she didn't. Okay, best friends, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. You guys, I told you 2 stories, and stay tuned for more. By doing that, you're going to have to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Best friends, If ain't nobody else told you I love you, and sky's the limits. Bye.